I'm a technologist. I'm a nerd, steeped in Silicon Valley culture. I've had a successful tech career. I've had a successful technology exit, and I got into technology in reverse. Most people get into tech by doing some flipping or some loans or buying a single family rental. In my mind, in my case, I got started when my boss in my technology company asked me to build a campus from scratch in 2003. And I was freaked out when he said that because I hadn't even rehabbed my kitchen, and he wanted me to build what was a $6.5 million campus basically from scratch. I was like, there's no way I'm going to do this. But my boss was brilliant. He knew a lot more about this stuff, and he kind of nudged me and did his part and provided mentors. And somehow through a series of disastrous mistakes, we managed to build the campus and build it all on time. I think it took about 9.5 months. During the process, it was the most terrifying experience of my life for a technologist to be doing something like this in real estate, which is considered a very advanced art to, build something from scratch. Most people in real estate don't do it. But what's interesting was by the time I finished the process, I'd fallen in love with the concept of real estate, with the concept of new construction. And then, of course, like everybody else, and this is another part of the story, I basically did the whole value add single family and multifamily thing, but eventually I went back to my roots. And now today my company was sold in 2013. We had a fantastic exit. And here I am 8 years later. My portfolio is about over $500 million, over 500 active investors. There are 22 projects, and of them, 15 are new construction and 7 are value add projects. So it's been an interesting journey, and we can talk more about how I got from that 2003 building to this 2021 point. But that's a little bit about me. I'm ridiculously anally data-driven. I'm known as the Mad Scientist of Multifamily because I spend a great deal of time publishing thoughts on the web about the lack of people being data-driven in multifamily. There's a lot of people talk about data, but I don't think they actually use it the way that me and my company use it. And so we're nerds, and we're happy to chat with all the other nerds out there. I was chief operations officer, basically it was a company with 350 employees, and my boss's approach is anything that I don't want to do, my second in command has to do. He also said, if we succeed at this, we will do it again. So it's a skill that I want you to learn because I think you'll still be here. I was a partner in the business, and obviously he knew that I would be there until the date that the business was sold, which was true. And so the business was sold 10 years after this. And so he wanted me to learn this skill. And I didn't understand what he was saying because it didn't make any sense to me. But he said, Neal, real estate can be fundamental to any kind of business. And I'm like, why? I mean, it's just another kind of business. What's so special about real estate? And then I learned that over the years, companies like McDonald's have become real estate businesses. McDonald's is a real estate business that also sells burgers. You've heard that before. I think Robert's like immediately, yeah, it's like, yeah, he's heard this before. Burger King is a real estate business. My family owns 112 Burger Kings, and 80% of their equity has come from the land, and 20% has come from the cash flow on the Burger Kings, right? So, and 105 Burger Kings, they have Taco Bells. They always say this is a real estate business. And then I start looking at big companies like Google and Apple. I mean, Apple's spaceship campus in the Bay Area is now worth $12 billion. They spent $2 billion building it, which means that they've created $10 billion in profit from a building. That's got to be a world record, by the way, to create $10 billion in profit from one building, right? So it's astonishing how visionary my CEO was when he said real estate is central to all types of businesses. And this is not something you hear about on this program often because people that come to this program are real estate professionals. I was a technology professional. I still believe I'm a technology professional, but I learned the right way that real estate is key to our business, so much so, Robert, that in the next 10 years, we built 6 campuses.